Hey guys, Cable Guy Ken here. Gonna do a couple of things for you today real quick. Started on this twice, keep getting interrupted with a phone call, but I'm hoping I can finish this up for you real quick. I've got my German mess kit that I'm gonna see if I can't bake in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water down inside the main cooking vessel, put my batter inside the little cup that fits inside of it, and then just set this one on top of it so that it's sealed up, but so that steam can escape out, because I don't want to make a mushy bread. And what I've got here is just a little Rubbermaid container. I got some of my cocoa mix in there to add a little chocolate flavor, and just an instant pancake mix. So I'm going to mix that up and see how that goes. The other thing I've got is I've got my blanket that I picked up last night for $8. The Indian style blanket they call it, and I've got the RC5 that I'm going to be doing a review on. So let me get this camera situated and I'll get right back with you. Alright fellas, I'm going to get first thing we're going to do, I've got some things in here. I keep my cottle stove in here, and of course I keep a few pieces of bouillon in it, so I'm going to get those, set them off to the side right here so they won't be in my way. And I'm just going to put, I don't know, maybe an inch and a half of water in there. I don't know how long this is going to take to cook, so just kind of eyeball it. And I guess we'll use the knife, and we'll just put a little bit of water in here. I don't want it runny like pancake batter. I want it kind of thick. As I don't know, I've never done this, so I don't know how it's going to turn out or how much it's going to make. So we'll just learn as we go along, play it by ear, and see how it does. This is how you learn new skills. You got to get out there and try them. But you can see that's starting to get real dark from all that chocolate cocoa in there. Of course, it's got the creamer in it to act as a milk for all of us lactose intolerant people. And of course, it's got sugar in it to add a little sweetness. Of course, you could leave the sugar out if you wanted to make it more of a hearty, like a pancake. But see how that's starting to look there. It's getting kind of thick. So we're going to scrape this out. And I'm not using any kind of oil or butter or anything like that in the pan. It's an aluminum pan. I don't think it'll stick too bad. If it does, you know, a little bit of sand and water will get most of that out. Set that in there. And I'm pretty sure, since pancakes tend to rise as they heat up, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to rise a little bit and get a little bit bigger and expand out. So it's probably going to be a decent little snack for me just with that little bit. And definitely going to taste good. That's got some good chocolate to it. I've got my little hobo stove here just to act as a pot stand. And I've got just one of the little pop can burners. Drop it down in there. Set this on top. And get me a good bit of alcohol. Said I don't know how long it's going to take to cook, so I want to make sure my little can is about full. Get the longest burn time I can out of it to keep from having to interrupt it. And the only reason I'm using the can is to act as a support for this, and to give it a little bit of wind spring around it, because it is blowing pretty good out here today. Alright, she's lit. The only bad thing about these alcohol stoves is it's kind of hard to know if they're working other than feeling the heat off of them. Out here in the sunlight you can't really see that flame at all, but it is giving off a good bit of heat. And I'm going to go ahead and set this on top here. So I can feel the heat. You can see a little bit of smoke coming out of it from the wind whipping into it. So I know it's running. We got us a little pancake started, or whatever you want to call it. And I think as soon as that water starts boiling, it'll put enough heat in it to start cooking that little cake. Hey guys, alright, been a few minutes here, probably about 6 minutes, 7 minutes or so. I can't really tell you for sure. I didn't bring a watch with me. You can see my little dough package is starting to spread out. It's still, of course, you know, sticky, but it's starting to do kind of like a pancake. It's starting to fluff up. Said I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're going to give her a run. I still got plenty of flame going down in there. Don't know how much fuel I got left, but I know it burns for a good long time, and I'm just going to keep an eye. Alright, my little alcohol stove is getting low, so just blow that out real quick. Give me another little fill up. I think she is burning. Yes, sir. She is burning. See where we're at with the water here. Yeah, we got plenty of water. That's actually looking pretty good, boys. Alright, guys. Had to get my little microbite spatula here. See if I can't get under this a little bit and turn it. And we ain't looking for purty, we just want it cooked. But I can show you. That's what we got right now. It kind of looks like a big soft cookie, but the bottom of it's definitely done pretty good. Oh my God, we might not get this video finished, Pete. I might be eating on this before it's finished cooking, because that's good. Put my lid, I'm gonna go ahead and set this all the way down on it. I'll let it hold in some more heat. And now this is a low output stove. It's not as hot as like my cottle stove, so it's not gonna cook it as fast, but I can hear the water boiling in it, so it is definitely throwing out a little bit of heat. And of course I just dumped another 1.5 ounces of ice cold alcohol in it, so it's took the stove down a minute and it'll take it to come back up. That's the only drawback to these. Alright guys, we back with my little pancake muffin. My little alcohol stove's going good and solid down in there. Giving off plenty of heat. This is actually, the other night when it was 15 degrees out and I was working in my bucket truck, I actually set this down inside of a compartment inside my bucket and had that little alcohol stove going, so I could just keep holding my hands over it and feeling a little bit of heat. Now this is not a high output kind of stove. You can see I'm able to hold my hand over it a pretty good bit, but it does boil water pretty quick, as you can see. It don't take too long for it to boil water in this setup. I don't know the exact burn time. Maybe I'll do a test on that later. Definitely not as fast as Bill's cottle stoves, but it's fair to middling. Now we're gonna, that's still just a little bit warm, but see if I can get this in there and show you about what it looks like. It looks like a big chocolate cookie. Of course it's stuck a little bit to the pan, but nothing, a little bit of sand and water, or I keep some of those little blue scrubby pads, or a plastic scrubby pad. So let's see how this thing's going to taste. Get this camera up here a little bit. So if I make any bad faces, y'all see them. I can't lie to you and say it's good when it ain't. That's pretty good. It's warm. is done all the way through. Just like a pancake with chocolate. Just a chocolate chip pancake, so to speak, without the chips. That's good.